So you're doing Boosie first.
Yes.
All
All right, hold on, here we go. So let me go right here. Let me make sure you're good and centered in there. Hold on. So
I need to move on. This way? Or this way? No, this way.
other way, other way. You want to get in that box.
What box?
Okay, maybe it's the other way. We need to switch there.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, we good and centered, right? Okay.
All right, there you go.
Alrighty, so. I'm about to go out and just do a testing. One second.
Yeah, what up, man? What it do? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about Boosie commenting on C. Murder's witness recanting his statement.
It's
working.
Alrighty, y'all. We about to get rocking. We about to get Ron rolling.
We live already?
We are live.
Anybody who
So if you want to just tell them a little, talk to them a little bit, let everybody get in there. Tell Instagram, come over to YouTube.
Yeah, all my Instagram followers, you can go to YouTube to get this story. I wanted to talk about Boosie's on talking about C. Murder's case. Like I said a few weeks ago, you have a time period for recanting statements, which is called newly discovered evidence. What I suggest is you get all that evidence, you put it together, and you send it to the governor's office. If you try to go through that Fifth Circuit, they're going to say that you had a statute of limitations, and it's kind of hard to get through that Fifth Circuit. So what you want to do is you want to go to the governor's office, because the governor's office can see the evidence and give you a straight out clemency or pardon by itself. That's what C. Murder needs. I see these guys as recanting their statements, new discovered evidence. I see that Boosie talking about it. What's his brother name? Master P. We need to get some of the younger ones that talk about C. Murder, because C. Murder is just sitting in jail, an innocent man, and when a guy's innocent, he's dangerous because he want to fight about it. And I see that he has a good case, because anytime you're in a nightclub or anytime you're somewhere and a lot of things happen, it's so many different stories. And we really wanted to get C. Murder out of jail because he been in there long enough, and the process that he went through is old, and a lot of laws have changed, and it's just that we have to update or attack on the conviction.
All right, so we're just getting everybody in there. That look good?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you can read the chat, anybody saying anything.
Let me see. Join, big boy join, let me see. Joined, stick to, somebody said. Low joined, Strick Low joined, two guys going. Yeah, man. I don't think he want to deal with that Fifth Circuit. He want to deal with the governor's office because the governor's office is an independent fact finder. It's one guy. Now, maybe he'll look at the evidence, man, and free C Murder because C Murder need to be out soon, before the summer or whatever. But I think he got a real strong case, man, that can be overturned because years later these witnesses is changing their statements. And I predict that it's a couple more going to come out of the closet and give C Murder the benefit of the doubt, or either give him some good evidence. But he would have to file in that Fifth Circuit. You got a thing called newly discovered evidence, and you got a new constitutional ruling made retroactive from the Supreme Court. And now he don't have that, but he do have a recanted statement. That's newly discovered evidence because he couldn't have found it no other time. And a lot of times those cases have a statute of limitations, which is 1 year, which Bill Clinton put on the writ. And in the Fifth Circuit, man, you have to go over those big hurdles. But I think we can get in under the second successive. But we need to go to the governor's office to get C Murder out. My cousin is down there in Zwolle, Louisiana. That's where I was born at. And we 72 miles from Shreveport. And I think that we can get C Murder a new trial or lesser sentence. And I was just talking to a couple of my partners out of Baton Rouge. One of them name is Flav, and I think Flav just got out. And he's been looking at the case too. We all been trying to pay attention to the case. But Flav Roberts was my partner, and we was all in Pollock together. And I pretty much been watching this case for a long time. Because when I was in Lompoc, I was in the cell with a couple of Master P's friends, a guy named Robert Pena, and some more guys from Louisiana, Small Change, and all those guys. But I think we need to run this by the governor's office. Let's put a package together and send it by the governor's office.
So we about ready to start the show, so you can let them know we about to get started, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
We'll lead that on, and we'll just leave that on for them to see. But we'll go ahead and start rocking out.
So what I got to do is all over again. Say about that was already on there.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we finna start the show, and we finna just start, stepping and see what y'all think.
It's crazy, bro.
Cam Capone News. So we at Cam now?
How do you feel about his appeals and everything?
this-
Is there any chance he's gonna come home?
No, I'm just saying this is.
I think it is, man.
So we still, you doing it now?
Yeah, and
I think it is, bro, because
He's been gone, over 20 years now, right?
yeah, and everybody who, it's crazy, bro. It's just a bad case, bro, because everybody who testified against him recanted their statements and told them what happened to make them testify. One of the guys, baby mama got took off a whole charge with a baby or some shit. It's just they did whatever to send him to prison, bro. 20-something years is a long time. We developed a friendship, bro, and I pray for him all the time, bro. Every time I see something about something in jail.
Yeah, I talked about C Murder a few weeks ago. With this recanted statement, I think this is the one that can do it. Recanted statements is what you call newly discovered evidence. And anytime you have newly discovered evidence, this is pretty much like when you have DNA. When DNA don't match the person, DNA who's in jail, then that's how they get out of jail. And that is newly discovered evidence. Because I remember when OJ case was, if the glove don't fit, you must acquit. On this one, the statements is being recanted, and we gotta let C Murder out. I think that if we put a big enough package together to go through the governor's office, because that Fifth Circuit is kind of we got too many hurdles to go through there, but we can still try. But I would put a lot of faith in the clemency, the pardon process, because all the governor have to do is just switch one pen and sign. The man been in jail over 20 years. I know he have a clean record. I know that he haven't been getting any trouble. He's still in the same prison that he's been in all these years. And I think, man, I really know that with this newly candid statement, and I think Boosie said that one of the women, somebody was trying to take her child. This is the type of things that these prosecutors does. They have a little something on these other people, and they give them a deal to drop that case to tell on a bigger case. And that's what a lot of those prosecutors become judges, and they become prosecutors and everything. Go ahead.
I close my eyes and say a prayer that he come home. You know?
Yeah, man. Damn,
Yes, sir.
he's been gone a while, man. And he doesn't have no chance of parole, or is he?
I don't really know the situation. When I talk to him, I don't even talk about that. I don't really talk about that. He might bring it up, let me know what he got going on with his situation, but
This one.
I just be happy.
Yeah, C Murder, of any of your family out there, tell them to call me. You know, I talk to you. I give you some legal advice. You know what I'm saying? This is a big deal with this new recanted statement. This is a big deal. This is the mother lode, man. I really truly think that this is the one that's going to get you out. And yeah, have somebody call me. You know what I'm saying? And I talk to, you know, the people that are the right people I need to call. You know, and we need to get you out. You see, we got Monica, we got Kim, and now we got Boosie. And you got your homeboy from Louisiana. I'm from Louisiana too. I'm from Zawali, 72 miles from Shreveport.
Happy to hear from him, bro. And, trying to get him, you know. He gave me I got features, you know, features from him. Anybody trying to buy some C Murder features, we giving all the money to him. So I can get you some C Murder features.
Tap in and get those.
Yep, tap in and get those C Murder features right now. I just want him home, bro. Like, that's all I can.
You know, Boosie is talking about prayer. You know, when the prayers go up, the blessings come down. And I truly believe with prayer, we can get C Murder home, especially with this new recanted statement. Tonight, or later on today, I'm gonna do a special prayer for C Murder and his family and the situation, and try to bring the brother home. Man, he been down over 20-something years. You know, the evidence is not there. You know, we need to bring him home.
I say I want him home.
Oh, man, well, definitely free C Murder, man. He been down a minute.
Yeah.
And all the stuff I've heard is crazy. All the inconsistencies and
Yeah,
people
bro,
pulling their statements and everything is crazy.
Any other state, he would have been home.
Straight like this.
Louisiana.
Bro, we still got Napoleon laws, bro. All laws different. I just told you what I got for third offense marijuana.
Right.
We get 40 for manslaughter, bro. Other states, you might get 5.
5 for manslaughter. That's about it.
Yeah, second-degree murder, if you take it to trial, it's an automatic life sentence in Louisiana.
That's crazy.
Any other state, 10 to 15. 15. 10. Napoleon law.
Get it stop.
They still...
Yeah, we got St. Patrick's Day coming up, man. You know, they say St. Patrick is lucky for the Irish. Maybe we can get some luck on this case with C Murder. This month, and the statement came out, man, this is the mother lode. I think this is the one to get him out. Let's see what the governor say. Let's put something together. send it to the governor's office, and I truly believe this is it.
They go pick cotton, bro. Turnips.
Wow.
Every day. Come out the field with their hands cut up, bro. Shit you saw on Life when everybody chained up with that man with that horse over him. That's what's going on in Louisiana.
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's modern day slavery, man. You out there and you got a man with a horse over you, that's modern day slavery. The only difference between the plantation and the prisons is the prison got a gate around it. It's the same thing. They just moved it into the prison system. Now, you got these dudes in Texas and the down south prisons still doing slave labor. They doing slave prison labor, man. And I remember when Warren Kane was down in Angola, he changed it because he knew that the prison system, man, is modern day slavery, and he fixed it.
26 cents a day, some shit like that. Yeah. It's called hard time.
Yeah, man. That's. I mean, those are you would think somebody would do something because those at all I mean, in California there's a lot of laws being changed.
You know what's so crazy about slave labor is you make 26 cents a day, and when you get ready to go home, they were supposed to give you $200. I got out a month or two ago, they gave me $6. I had to go get my teeth fixed the other day. It cost me $375. How could I get my teeth fixed with getting out with $6? Do you know that that $200, that they've been giving $200 since slavery getting out of prison? When are they gonna change it? They make $100 a day off us, and they give us $200. That's go all the way back into slavery first started, giving somebody $200 when they get out of prison, or $50. Now it should be $200,000.
A lot of people who got life sentences, they did like 20.
Let's go to the next.
And they get let go.
And they getting let go.
Nah, not Louisiana. Not Louisiana.
So this is Cassie's.
Crazy, man. Damn. Well, Boosie, man, I appreciate you, man. Taking the time.
Talk to him now.
Dope interview.
Yeah, we
I'm
finna
glad we
shut this
finally,
down.
got to get one in.
Yeah,
Talk
do it
about
again.
C Murder a little later.
Yeah, for sure. Man.
C Murder, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for your situation, and I'm gonna do a special prayer for you, bro. In the name of Jesus.
See the comments.
Already.
Comments and all that.
Where they at?
Questions.
Oh.
Answer questions with both while we look low. This is the intermission.
South California, Ron, peace. Oh, some God bless you. Stay strong. Keep the content. You see that?
At Laura Buick GMC, buy online truly means buy online. As the
Okay, now you can talk a little bit about it before we start.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the guys that raised me into the culture. And one of the guys is Cassie's. You got one named Lil, which is Bean, and you got Snake and Spook. And I always liked the guy named Beaver from Kitchen. He was always kind of cool with us. But Cassie's is really important to me. You know, you have a thing called gods of Crips. People that mean is real serious in the Crips, and they are like gods. In the Bible, it talks about Jesus said, yeah, you are little gods with the little G. And these guys is like gods to me. And I wanted to be able to talk about Cassis today because he is like a god to me and from 7'6".
All right, man. Y'all want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Dino from 6 Dudes East Coast, neighborhood Crip.
Yeah, I'm Cat Caesar from 76 Street East Coast.
It's Quake again, 6 Dudes.
Oh,
Man, it's good to finally meet you, man. I heard a lot about you, Cassie. So shit, I don't know if y'all want to get started now or y'all want to wait for some more people or
You talk to anybody else?
Yeah, what, Buddha on that public?
Buddha supposed to become first speak.
I don't know what happened to T-Bone, man.
T-Bone ain't coming.
I know he in Arizona.
Yeah.
That's Quake. Big
Merc
I
and
ain't seen Quake in
Lil Mike,
years.
they was supposed to come.
Yeah, my little
I ain't
mind.
seen Cassis. I ain't talked to Cassis.
Was at the, and,
Oh, and he said 1,200 coming.
all right.
yeah.
We could start with you, Cassie, just on not the 1 to 190 or 1,200, but just on a friendship with Raymond Washington and the beginning of 7'6". If you
Oh, yeah,
start.
oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Approximately how old are you now?
I'm 61.
And where'd you grow up at?
I grew up was what originally was called the city of Florence.
Okay.
You know, but the east side of Los Angeles. You know how you have Watts, didn't have their own city hall and so forth,
Right.
and same thing, the city of Florence. But yeah, that's where I started off at. Growing up. But see,
History.
I'm originated out of New Orleans.
Okay. When'd you come to LA?
And, yeah, well, my family migrated from Louisiana in 1960.
All right.
So we made our way to the neighborhood.
Yeah, a lot of us came from Louisiana. I came from Zwolle, which is 72 miles from Shreveport. I know that Tookie came from Louisiana. I'm not sure which part, but I know he was out of Louisiana. And I also knew that Geronimo Pratt also came from Louisiana. And I haven't talked to C since I've been out, but I see him right here, and Cassis is like a god to me. When I was a kid, I always knew about Cassis. I always used to see Cassis, and one time me and C's got arrested in my mother's van, and anytime we used to always say when we was younger, we put that on Cassis. I see a lot of dudes putting their hood on, putting their set on different things. I put that on this, I put that on that. But when the dudes say we put that on Cassis, that mean we put that on Cassis, and we mean we're gonna live up to that. That's why ever since I was a young kid, Cassis, Lil Bean, and Snake and them, they was always like gods to me, and I always wanted to prove everybody wrong that if I get into it with you and I have to represent, I'm gonna represent, and I wanted to make sure that I made them proud as I was young, as I got older, and as I went to federal prison. I always knew Cassis knew karate, and I always trained like a military guy because I didn't want to disappoint my elders.
Neighborhood I grew up in, maybe like around 61. So we stayed a few other little places, you know, prior to making our way to the city of Florence.
What junior high school did you attend?
Well, I went to Edison Junior High my whole 3 years, you know, and
I also went to Edison. I went to Miramani, Edison, then we ended up going to Fremont. A lot of people don't know that Edison pretty much pumped out a lot of athletes, just like Bethune High School, junior high school over there on Broadway. They pumped out a guy named Fred Small, Donnie Butler, even Eric Davis, you had a bunch of guys that came out of Bethune, Sandy Armstrong, and we had a guy named played running back for USC Fremont. His name was I forgot his name, but he ended up playing pro too. But you know, just to talk about Edison Junior High School, we had a guy named Mr. Adams. He was one of the military guys, and he was real buff, and we always wanted to lift weights, and he taught us how to, he trained us in weights when we was kids. And that's the same school I went to, because Palmer Lee Elementary School was down there by 76. But Edison is on 60, 66 and 65th.
At that time, when I first started going to Edison, you had
He said you had moderation for your page.
We all know anything can happen out there. Sometimes we feel lost. We push and we suffer. We keep going.
little games, like the McCoy Boys. You had the Beach Boys that turned out to be Bishops. Then the Pueblos. We had them. Then the Figueroa Boys was off of Figueroa, and then the Avenue. You know, all these little gangs came after the Slausons and the Businessman, and all them faded away. You had these little gangs. Now, Raymond, he stayed on the other side of Central in the 70s, but he wanted to hang out with the Avenue that was in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? But Raymond was rowdy, you know, and Raymond was like a troublemaker to them. But Raymond was just being a youngster, Raymond. So they didn't want Raymond to hang out, so he decided to start his own gang. And then that's when the Crips was born. See?
Yeah, I was from another neighborhood that's on Hooper, was from 6-8. We had our own street, we had our own thing. Our leader was a guy named Squeak. And we used to always run into the 7-6s. I just remember when the 7-6s were Shack Boys, 7-6 Shack Boys. And I never was a Shack boy, but I was always from the east side on 68th Street, where Goodyear used to be. I lived right in front of Goodyear Tire Company. And later on, we merged with the 7-6s. That's how come me and Lil Fish became 7-6. And we always knew that who Cassis was. And I remember when Cassis went to jail, and it was like a sad day, because a lot of guys that looked up to C's, and looked up to a lot of guys from 7-6. We missed him for a long time, and I'm glad he out. And I haven't had a chance to talk to him, but I will soon.
But the Crips started in '69. The Crips started just a little small gang, small little neighborhood. It never was meant to blow up the way it did.
Right.
You know, it was just a small little neighborhood. Then in 1970, the Baby Crips came about, you know. See, and at the time, my side of Central, we didn't want to be Crips. You know, cause we had our own little gang, you know.
So you was east of Central?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was on the east side of Central. And now we knew
Oh, she paid my phone bill.
all these guys, but we didn't really want to be Crips. You know, cause we had our own little thing going on. And the Crips was pretty much on the other side of Central, but within months it was spilling on my side of Central, cause there ain't nothing but a street,
Right.
you know. So, and then we knew them all. We're going to S, you know. Then we decided, you know, it's time for us to start being Crips too, because you know everybody else around us started being Crips. Big Pitbull, Number One, Ecky, and all of them, they was Crips. So, you know, we say, you know, let's start.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the number one. That was used to be by Drew. I think his name was he was Kitchen, but I ended up meeting him, and my brother's name is like a little older than Cassis, or right around the same age. I had a brother named Keith Fisher, Larry Marlboro, and my other brothers that's kind of like close to me. They all we used to go to Fremont. When we started going to Fremont, I really didn't know that much about the Swans, the 7-9 Swans, all the Swans that was over there. I didn't know that a lot of them until I got to Fremont, because a lot of them went to school at Edison, and I didn't know they was Swans until I started going to high school in Fremont, and they used to be back there on 79th by the Garden, and we always kind of like beef with the Swans because it was their neighborhood, but we went to school there, and there was a lot of us went to school there, and we held them out of the school for a long time. Now Fremont is an all Swan school.
We're going to start being Crips
We're talking about
also.
Swans.
But see, I met Raymond in 1969.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
He was about 11 years old then.
yeah, I was a youngster, and we was over there stealing. Me, a friend of mine, Bernard Anderson, another friend, Butch. We were there stealing, got bike parts, and we're going through his alley. And we got about to the next house, and you know, somebody said, "Hey y'all, come here." So we turned around, and we see this youngster, this big youngster, that looked like a man to us, because you know we're a lot younger than him.
Right.
And he had a red natural pick in his head, you know. So my first thought, man, somebody done bust this man up in the head. You know what I'm saying? You know, just turn around glancing, and you say, "Hey, y'all, come here." We just broke out running. But he ended up catching Bush.
I chose St. George's University School of Medicine because at the time that I wanted to go into medicine, they were the only university that was willing to give me that chance. And I wanted somewhere that I felt believed in me. And from the beginning, even when I was accepted into the school, it was very...
And he hollered out, "If y'all don't come back, I'm gonna blow his head off." So me, Bernard, we decided, man, let's go back to him. And we talked to him. Now, I didn't know nothing about Raymond Washington, you know. But, you know, we talked about 30 minutes an hour. We gave him a few bike parts and some keys we had, where we used to go through alleys, trying locks, breaking into people's garages and stuff. Because we was out there, you know. And that's how I first met Raymond. And from then on, you know, I never really hung with him because he was a big homie there. But, you know, I see him every now and then and, you know, speak to him and so forth. And I had a lot of respect for him at that time. But in 1972, see, a lot of people, they think Raymond left later and went to prison. But Raymond left in 1972 after his road dog, Big Craig Crowder, got killed at the liquor store on 78 in Central.
Wow.
You know, then Raymond left and went to Tracy then, you know. So at that point, that's when everything started ungluing. Because there wasn't nobody out there to really give us that guidance. No one to really push that hard line, you know. So that's when everything started ungluing, and all the neighborhoods started adapting their own names now, you know. Because my neighborhood, from baby Crips, we were baby Crips in my neighborhood, and we started being Mafia Crips. On Raymond's side of Central, Castle Crips. And we was the same neighborhood, but the thing was, we started adapting them different names, and that's where conflict started coming at. Because everybody want their name to be the number one name.
Right.
You know?
Let me stop you for a minute. When you was at Edison, was the Swans out yet?
No.
And
Swans come out in 1972. And all the original Swans was the Crips.
I heard that too.
Cookie Man. Elvis Dexter.
Dexter. Yeah.
He was Crip. I remember when I first met Elvis Dexter, when they first moved on 81st and Avalon. You know, that night, he was closing his door, and his finger got stuck in the door, and he pulled it out. That's how he lost the tip of his finger. And we was on 78 and Avalon at a party at the apartments. And we didn't know Elvis, but he was in the little group with us talking, and he told us about how he pulled his finger. And then from then on, I would see him every now and then. He would hang with Terry Simmons in there, you know. So in 1972, I ran across Elvis Dexter at the WLCC. That's where we was working. And he was telling me about, yeah, we was trying to own a gang called Swan. But, you know, we're not tripping on those Swans, you know. Because number one, we don't know nothing about them. And they were so small, and there was East Side Crips, you know. And
Okay, let me stop you again. Now you said the Castle Crips was on Raymond side of Central, which is west of Central.
yes.
Where was the castle located?
Well, the castle was located on Central between 78 and 77.
East of Central or west?
West of Central on 78, next to the liquor store on the corner where Craig Crowder got killed. It was an abandoned hotel. And we used to kick it up in there, disco, be up in there, drinking, listening to music, you know, just hiding out up in there.
All right, so that big apartment building on the corner of 71st and Hooper was never the castle.
Well, that became the castle on that side of the neighborhood once they tore down the original castle.
Okay, thank you, because people my generation and doing this history don't know there was two castles. Thanks for clearing that up.
Yeah,
And, so that's the original castle is west of Central,
Yeah.
Raymond's old neighborhood.
yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the Shack Boys when they came in. What
Shack
you know
Boys.
about them?
Well, the Shack Boys,
I mean, they used to write their name.
in 1975, I went to YA. When I was in YA, you know, years started going by.
One of the first times I ran into Shack Boys was at Roosevelt Park. I don't want to mention this guy's name because later on he became something that a lot of people don't even talk about. But I ran into him at Roosevelt Park one time, and that was the first time I was outside of my neighborhood, and we got into a fight with this guy. He was real scandalous, and it's just a story about this guy, man, that, you know, I don't even like talking about, but at the same time, man, this guy was scandalous. He always been scandalous, and he still is scandalous. And, you know, it is what it is, man. And that's the first time I really actually ran into some Shack Boys. The Shack Boys used to have leaders, and he was supposed to act like he was one of the leaders. And that was the first time I ever went outside of my neighborhood and got really, they kind of like beat us up. And that what made us go back and really get into our thing, because when you leave out your neighborhood, you really want to go deep. This dude beat us up and the girls. And we started getting stronger after that, and I learned a lot of things from that. It was a real good warning for me that taking this gang stuff serious, and this, you can't play with this stuff because it would bite you.
There's one simple sugar hack anyone can use to reset their blood sugar almost overnight. Did you know that you can...
Yeah, I want to finish looking at it. It's good.
Gang banging on the east side was kind of slowing up, because now you had a lot of dudes wearing Borsalinos and Stacey Adams.
Those are guys.
You know, getting the
doing
perms
part-
and so forth, trying to get money. Then they had the angel dust coming out. So gangbanging was slowing up a little bit. So a lot of, not all, but a lot of East Side gangs started slowing their roll. Pretty much more busy trying to get money. So, you know, they wasn't really banging it like that no more. So now you had these younger generations creating their own. So, like,
well, actually, you know, that's pretty much when I started learning about drugs. I lived on 68, and we had a bar on our door, and people used to come to the door to buy weed, and that's when pretty much I learned about drugs in elementary school, and I was selling drugs ever since then until I went to prison, and we became entrepreneurs. We had to know that we had to meet the supply with the demand and the supply, and we started off with a commercial weed. Then we went into the angel dust. Then we went into the PCP, and then we went into the coke. And that's when I became one of the guys that was selling coke in my neighborhood. And I never really got into the PCP because it was kind of crazy to me. I never really liked the smell or nothing like that. But it was money in it, but I never really did. I did a little bit, but it was a little bit. It wasn't for me, and I just liked the fast money. And then when I started, you know, learning how to rock it up, then it was really a major thing for me because it elevated my money.
yeah, my neighborhood,
How much time?
you had the 76 plate Shack Boys.
I
You
didn't know that.
And they had came up, but I didn't really have nothing to do with it because I was from Mafia. I was from 76th Street Mafia, and you had 75th Street Mafia. You know, I was from Mafia, and I was still embracing the Mafia thing. But the youngsters, they was, you know, doing the Shack Boy little thing, in which I respected because they was my little homies.
Oh shit.